Hello guys, Anmarchi here in an area that is probably not too familiar to all of you, but I come today before you in the form of a YouTube video to inform you of some pretty sad news. Some sad news you guys might not be ready for, but I'm just gonna say it. Okay, it's not that sad. It's more sad for me than for anyone else, but I can't get a good screen recorder. I've recorded 3 really good videos that I cannot upload because of a failed screen recorder. I recorded a UHC video, which was amazing, but didn't come out. I recorded a FTB and a Timber and Stone video, both of which did not come out. Actually, a Don't Starve too, but the Don't Starve wasn't spectacular, so it's just like, didn't count that one. But 4 videos, and there would have been 2 or 3 videos a day over the last couple days had it all worked out, but instead there was actually less than the average amount of videos a day. There were like 1 every other day because I make them and they just don't come out. And it's stupid. It's really stupid. It's frustrating too. But here we are in FTB and got my solar helmet, which isn't working because it's nighttime. I think it is actually. Wait. It's going up. That's weird. It's nighttime. Let's see. If I stand under this block, does it still go up? Yeah, what if I stand, like if I'm actually under it? Still going up. Okay. What if I am down in here? Still going up. Okay, maybe it's a bug. But I will take bugs like that. So, many of you, I would say that most of you don't know where we are, but I just flew over there. So this is Ricky Rox's house, about 200 blocks out from our house, which is that way. I've been working here. I've actually been doing my first really big, besides our house, my first big build project on the FTB server, and I was working on this thing with Ricky. I made a really nice video with him. We worked on it. Everything was good. I was really excited to upload it, but instead we have this video, and you see you go down here. We got this room. This is kind of like an intermediate room, and these are spawners. So you click this, and the Wither Skelly spawner turns on. Oh, we spawned some Wither Skellies. You flick this, and the Pigmen spawner goes on. The Pigmen spawner you could actually see. So I probably spawned a few in by now, so let's see. Yep. And down they go. Whoosh. And I have, this is where I did most of my work. I did work. Okay, go down. Go on down. Oh, there's another. That guy had an enchanted sword. These guys kill you quick. Oh, there's another. I turned it off, right? Okay, it is a tier 5 spawner. They both are. I did some work inside this room. I didn't get to do the ceiling or the floor yet, but I did 3 of the walls, I guess. And then I realized, like, I'm doing a lot of work inside the spawner. I should do some outside the spawner. Then we have another drop here. Whoosh. And this I just started to do. You see the obsidian trim and all that. I really like the obsidian trim. I have a lot of obsidian from the quarry that I ran. And I'm running still. And yeah, I decided to use it in build format. So down here, this is a... Oh, we have to do it this way, the stupid way. Okay, I'm trying to do this. Okay, good. Ricky set this mostly up for gold, and later we can automate it so that like it automatically kills them, and the gold nuggets go into an auto crafting table and makes gold ingots. But I got that gold really quick. This is actually my stuff, some of it. I don't know. Our stuff kind of got mixed in. We both died here. You see my latest death marker because you forget that you're not in hover mode and you die. So I was thinking about putting ladders here, but the thing with ladders is, so if you picture that there are ladders right here, what if I go down really quick with my jetpack, right? Okay, going to go get some XP. Okay, go. But if someone, you know, misses it by a 1/4 inch, let's see, they take some damage. But if you miss it by a 1/4 inch from up here, you take a lot of damage, right? So the ladders would help prevent damage, but when you're in a one wide area and you're going down on a ladder, you have no choice but to go at the ladder speed. Same thing here, right? So I don't know if I'll put in ladders. I might not. I'd like to put some glass here. I'll get the glass later. But yeah, this is what I've been working on. I think I'll do some more work here. I actually did like 3 projects in that video. It was a 30-minute video, and every 10 minutes we switched projects. So I don't know what to do now. I'm kind of all project out, but I'll see what projects I have, and I'll try and get some of them done. Hello everybody, Anmarchi here back, and I flew home, and I was ready to get back to work on the roof that I've been working on, you see. I started putting in these stripes. I think it looks nice. I'm going to finish it up today. But I found this. Let's see, jetpack charging? I want to see if it's charging extra fast because we're in direct sunlight. Yeah, it looks like it's charging much faster than before. And it's from Ricky. This is the super one. This is the super golden apple. This is the one that I'm sorry to ruin his gift. It was so nicely laid out. This is the one that gives you like resistance, regen, blah 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 blah, everything in the world, and 5 gold blocks. I think it's 5, is it? Yeah, 5. It's a very nice gift. I want to see if you put this in here. Nah, you need like a pulverizer, I think, or whatever. I don't know. There's a way. There we go. Thanks, Ricky. And he gave me all this gold. But you know what? I'm just gonna take a second here. And if you don't like hearing about how the videos actually get made, you just like watching them, don't listen to this part, because I'm going to talk about it for a second as I place some half slabs on the roof here. So, look at this. Fix. So, when I recorded for the Xbox 360, I'm going way back here. When I used to only make videos for the Xbox 360, I would record with my HD PVR, convert it, and then talk over it in iMovie, and everything went hunky-dory, right? Everything was great. But then I decided, hey, I like Minecraft. I'm going to do some Minecraft commentaries, as a lot of you know, and I started doing Minecraft commentaries a lot, and I would record with, what's it called? QuickTime. And then I got a lot of complaints, audio's out of sync with the video, and it was very out of sync. They were way off from one another, and I knew it was a problem. So then I looked into other screen recorders, and I found like Screen Demo, I found them all in the Mac App Store. Screen Demo, Screen Record Pro, Screen blah 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 blah. And I tried a bunch of them. They were all $3, $4. Some of them worked for a little. I know it's weird to say that it worked for a little, then it stopped working, but that's exactly what it did. I hate it when people say, "Oh, it worked for a little while and now it just doesn't work anymore." No, no, no. It actually worked for a little while, then stopped. Like that's what happened with it. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But it would work, and then one day it just started having problems. And then I was like, you know what? I really like doing this YouTube thing. I don't care if I have to spend, $40 on an investment, right? Because I was buying $7, $8 ones. Like, okay, I'll buy this $7, $8 one, see if it works for a little while, and then buy another $7, $8 one. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm probably losing more money than I gain, and I like doing this. I'm gonna do this for a long time. So I decided to spend the money on getting a decent one, Screenium, if you don't know what it was. It's not like it's super expensive, it's $40, but it's like, that's a game, $40 is a game. So I put the money into it, and it worked really well for a really long time, until there was an update for it, and the update, in the description of the update, it said bug fixes, and I was like, cool. Downloaded the update, and it stopped working. It's just like, every time you went to configure your audio settings, be it like, oh, my mic's too loud, let me lower it, or blah, 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 it would crash. The thing would just crash. And then they rolled out, and then I went back to Screen Demo, Screen Record Pro, Screen blah, 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 the crappy $7, $8 ones, because I couldn't find any other good ones. And then there was another update for Screenium, and they said bug fixes. This literally took 5 months. 5 months. You can go onto the Mac App Store if you have a Mac, and it said there's a comment on the Screenium page from someone with the username Anmarchi. It was me, and it's like a very strongly worded thing like, this is a great screen recorder. I was using it for 6 months at the time, and I'm like, but for the past 3 months it has not been working, blah blah blah. I left a very strongly worded comment, and I don't know if it was because of my comment or because of a lot of comments combined. My comment is the highest rated comment, just throwing that out there. But because of all those people leaving those negative comments, they're like, okay, we gotta fix this. They fix Screenium, okay, but they don't really fix it. They just tell you what was wrong with it, right? And so they tell you, if you have one or more of these softwares installed on your computer. One of them I did. I think I have a few of them installed because I keep getting the message. Anyway, so then I uninstall some stuff, and Screenium starts working again. I'm like, great, I'm back up with Screenium, everything's going good, until one day when iMovie, whenever I import my Screenium clips to iMovie, the audio gets erased. And I'm like, what's with that? And I spoke to JN. It's happening to him too. Okay, when a little company like Screenium messes up and they have a bug like that, it's like, this is really unprofessional, but you're not a huge company. Apple is the company with the largest market cap in the United States. They're the makers of iMovie. And if this happens when people import clips, I don't know if it's sorry. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry I got interrupted there for a second. It was just, it's a long story. It's a really long story. I could tell it later, but I'm in the middle of this story about screen recorders. So, Apple, their software's messed up, and I'm like, okay, you guys they're the company with the biggest market cap in the U.S., the United States, the capitalist capital of the world, and basically they're one of the largest, if not the largest company on the planet, unless you consider like the Republic of China, because they're technically communist. You would consider them one country or one company because they'd be larger, or maybe even like RBS. I don't know. This is really off topic, but anyway, this huge company, their whole video editing, and I know that it doesn't seem like that big, but you have to imagine that their iMovie branch is huge. Like, they have so many people working on iMovie constantly, and when you import a clip, the sound, just no sound. And I've looked for updates and all that, and it's just frustrating. Let's see. Where's the next Greatwood log? There is no other Greatwood log. That's the end of the line. Okay, is that the whole roof? Done and done. People are going to be sad that they can't fly in through the roof anymore, but they'll have to deal with it. Okay. So, then Screenium's working for a while. It's working fine. I'm doing all my editing in Screenium, which I'm not as used to, so the videos were a little bit off. But, okay, it looks bright enough in here. Good. I'm doing all my editing in Screenium for the time being, and then Screenium just stops working. It just stops making my videos. But it's weird because it doesn't stop altogether, because it crashes while it's exporting. That's the problem that it was having. It doesn't stop altogether. It stops like, whoops. It stops in segments, so it'll do like 3 videos, then it won't do 7, then it'll do like 2, then it won't do 5, it's like that. And Ricky Rocks gave us this little pet guy over here. I'll talk to him for a little. And then I pick up this new screen recorder, Capturer, doesn't work at all. And then I pick up this other screen recorder, the one that I'm using for the first time right now, called Screen Capture Pro, whatever. I did a couple test runs with it, and the audio doesn't work. So I'm recording the audio separately. That's why it's probably a little bit out of sync from the video. And then I have to link them up later, set them up. It's kind of hard to do, but I'll do it in post-production. So that's my whole rant. And the thing is, there is one called ScreenFlow that's $100, but I don't want to invest $100 into screen record software when 2 months from now I plan to get a new computer that's going to run off Fraps, because it's going to be PC, and Fraps just seems to work for everybody. Like, that's what everyone uses, Fraps. So I'll be using Fraps hopefully in 2 months, a month, hopefully sooner rather than later. But anyway, here we are. This is the next thing I wanted to show you. Back to the game. You go down here, and this is my crazy redstone setup for the engines. So if you remember, the engines used to turn on by a lever, right? I'd flick the lever over here, flick the lever over here, go away, do my business, and then come back later and turn them off. But the problem was I kept forgetting to turn them off. I'd forget to turn them off, and then they would, after I forgot to turn them off, they would explode, because combustion engines explode after running for a while. So, just for demonstration's sake, I'm going to take this down to 20 seconds. And the way that they work now is I flick this button, T flip-flop activates, turning on all the redstone engines. This timer runs, and this T flip-flop turns on the engines through that red alloy wire, and they're running, they're charging, they're using, and then the timer is ticking all the way around, and it's hooked up through this. If you're a redstone guru, you're probably like, oh my god, and then it resets the T flip-flop, it inverts the timer so it's not running. And that's how it works. It's a really simple setup. I have it set to 2 minutes because if I run the engines for 2 minutes straight, then they won't explode. I don't know what the actual time is. It might be like 5 minutes before they explode. It probably is closer to that, or even 10. But I just have it set to 2 right now. So we just flick the switch. Let's see, will they turn on? No, they won't turn on, will they? Yeah, because they were still in a cooldown phase. Let's flick the switch again. Yeah. We could look, see. His heat is at 0. So if we count to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're giving them power and they're running, and it will run until this timer comes all the way around, which will take 2 minutes. In that time, all of these redstone energy cells are receiving power. This guy too, this guy. It looks like I ran them all dry. Oh yeah, I ran them all dry because I had this lever switch. This is something else I want to fix later. It's a little bit intrusive. I don't really like it. They're also charging up this guy. Yeah. And this guy runs all my centrifuges. And I have an automatic bee setup over here and an automatic bee setup over here that you might have seen. And all the combs come down into these chests. Oh, we got an oily comb. Now let's look in the chest. I was running these refined bees. Refined bees are supposed to give you either refined comb or an oily comb. Oily comb gives you oil, refined comb gives you biofuel. And distilled is like the level step down, and they only give you oily. And I was breeding these and I wasn't getting any oily, so I just run them on distilled. Now if you look, there is a distilled queen in there and 63 distilled drones. So if we look in here, this is the one with the iron. I'm just running this one because it gives me a little bit of iron. It's really not that much iron. Like, I'll have it running for 2 consecutive real world days and get like 9-10 pieces of iron, 9-10 ingots. But it's nice because it's just like a little steady supply of iron. And then I put them in this chest and they just go into the various and they get centrifuged. Now we take this oily propolis. I'm just doing this for those of you that are curious on how I make oil, because now I don't go out into the world to get my oil. I make it all in my house. I don't pump it anymore. So we go into this squeezer, put in the oily propolis. Oily propolis. I don't know how to actually say it. And then it squeezes it. We get propolis and oil. And it takes about 2 oily propolis to make one. I keep saying propolis. I don't know if that's how you say it. Propolis. Propolis. It takes about 2 oily propolis to make one oil. And then I also have this bituminous sludge, which comes from crude oil and oil sands, which my quarry picks up, that I also use to run my that I also use for oil. That way of doing it is a little bit less efficient, but it's a good use for the crude oil. I like in FTB, one of the things that I do is I try and find a use for everything. I like to have a use for everything. But now we are going to go check on the quarry. I haven't seen the quarry in a while. I wonder how it's running. Let's see. In the future, I plan to have the quarry hooked up to my house somehow. I might use a tesseract. I don't really know how a tesseract works. Let's see. If I walk down the stairs slowly. Oh, good. Watch this. The second I take off the ground, my energy level, 99. But if I land over here, wait a second, 100. It's because of my solar helmet. Always charging. These cylinders, these pillars rather, not cylinders, are me trying to set things up. And we look here. Looks like it's out of power temporarily. Yep, it's at 0. Let's see. Let's look at our goodies. 4 diamonds, not bad, not bad. 2 stacks of iron on the dot. 12 gold, this crude oil that I could use to make oil. But it takes 5 of these to make 1 oil bucket, which is 1,000 MB of oil. So it's like, it's alright. And then, I don't know how we got a Valiant drone. Must have been, I don't know where he came from at all. Nothing else in here really stands out as exceptional, but it's nice to have all these constantly coming in. This is the junk. What I literally do with this is I'll go like this. I'll stand back here and then I'll do that and then I'll wait for it to despawn. Now, my favorite part is checking how deep the quarry is. I fly up above and then I plunge down and I wait until my Y levels out, right? But you gotta get air every once in a while. There we go. Now look at my Y value, and it looks like the quarry is down to 13. It's almost done. This one's almost done running. And I've ran quarries over water, like these two right here. I've ran them over land as well, like these. This was actually 3. 1, 2, 3. Like these 3. And I don't really have a preference. I'm like, okay. I like the water ones a little bit better because you get obsidian. So if you run them over here, it avoids the lava, right? So it's hard to see from this angle. I really don't want to die. Okay, good. We're not going to die. We'll land right here. It just avoids the lava, and there could be like, let's dig, let's see. Are there diamonds under here that we missed or something? There's redstone. Anything good? This drill is made out of diamonds, so every time I mine it looks like there's diamonds. Just some bedrock. So there's potential stuff down here that the quarry could have missed, because when it hits lava it just avoids it. Whereas if it's over water, when it hits lava, it turns the lava into obsidian, then mines the obsidian, then you get the obsidian blocks. So but it's not as clean. Like here we could go, for instance, if I say, oh, I really need some iron, I'm like 3 pieces short, I could just come here and mine in the walls and get some iron. Or like, I actually do it the most for levels. Like if I'm short on levels, I'll just go mine some coal in the wall or something like that. So that's the advantage to the one over the land. The one over the sea, you get obsidian. It's an interesting trade-off. I don't know. I kind of prefer the water ones a little bit more. But we're just destroying the landscape over there. I don't really care. Look at the flowers. I didn't plant this many flowers. The bees made all these. Because bees do make flowers. I have no one breed with you. I'm waiting to get a noble. I breed refines down here. Here I'm trying to get corroded and lapis and emerald. That's like my next goal. All those type of bees. And diamond maybe down the line. If you don't know, those are like a branch of the... They're a branch, still charging, of the rocky bees. So I need to breed rocky and rocky. Rocky and hardy won't really do anything. I usually just go on the wiki for this stuff. Okay, so we breed a rocky and a diligent, and that's good. They won't go right now because it's nighttime. They actually might. These are nocturnal. Hardy and a tolerant. But the princess is diligent. Ah! So, tolerant plus a hardy gives us a resilient. I'm just going to leave those for now. Again, that's a lot of this. It's just like, let me wait till I get the right bee to breed. But this is what I do with bee breeding. Bee breeding is probably my favorite thing to do. I like it when they're automatic and they just go like this. All this runs off one solar panel. These setups. And let's see, how many drones we have in here? Oh my goodness. And we could take those, put them in the gene pool, and get liquid DNA. And then we use liquid DNA in machines like the synthesizer, the inoculator, the isolator, and all that stuff. And they're useful, but you need royal jelly. And none of those machines are really useful till you could have them all together. And you need royal jelly for one of them, which means you need imperial bees. And I don't have imperial bees. And I need royal jelly, so it's like, I was looking at some of this stuff. This is my favorite stuff. When I get bored, I look into maybe making some of this. These are like this is a lot of the really good machines, right? Like the industrial blast furnace, the implosion compressor. I need industrial blast furnace already. Implosion compressor, industrial sawmill. That's one where you put in planks and you get more planks for your logs. The vacuum freezer. The one that I want the most at least is a grinder. Yeah, industrial grinder. Pump not hard. Electrolyzer not hard. Diamond grinder. I already have one, so I just need to make 2 more, which means I need diamond dust, which I have 2 of. I have the stuff to make this. I just have to make it. That's the only thing. What else do you need? Advanced circuits, not hard. Advanced machine block, not bad at all. So I could make this. You do need a lot of casing though, machine casing. I have the stuff to make it, and I might actually get to work now. My excuse was going to be I don't have a finished roof, but I do have a finished roof. So I think that I'll just run this again. Again, I might have to the problem was that I was leaving the engines on and they were exploding way too often. But, you know, that'll happen. You done? Yeah, you made 17. Need more beeswax capsules, whatever they're called. Wax capsule. Dun, 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 dun. And then we just put them right in here, just like that. Boom. 17 of them in. We're good. How much do we have in here? 85,000. And then in here we have 500,000. Wow. That's a lot of fuel. Fuel runs out very slowly, makes a lot. It was a great investment. So this weird white thing, I don't know how to get rid of it. Like, you can't mine the block. I tried putting water on it. I tried putting blocks over it. There's literally no way to get rid of it. It comes from the Zeppelin. If you see, look, I move it, and then it falls back down. There's literally nothing you could do with it. But you could sit in it for a second, and it kicks you out. Like, if you look at my guy, he sits in it for a second, and then he just gets kicked out. What does my helmet look like? Oh, wow, that's a weird-looking helmet. Oh, my goodness. So thank you guys for watching. I hope the audio wasn't too out of sync, and I know this is coming out late, so thanks for staying up. Thanks for hanging in there. Hopefully I'll have a new desktop soon, and I'll be able to make some good videos. See you guys later.